I am making this video because I want you to understand something, and it's that the way you're probably told to set goals is flawed. And you probably heard before, pick something that you want to achieve, break it down into smaller steps, and then just take it one step at a time until you get there. But there's something that's missing from all this, and it's that you're not paying any attention to who you are and who you are becoming. And I'm saying this because the best way to set a goal and to achieve a goal is not to just pick something and, break it down and move towards it how you think you should move towards it. It is to become the person that is worthy or that is able to achieve that goal. And people don't really think about this because they're so focused on, what they're actually trying to do, and they're just so caught up in the actual goal itself, like they completely neglect their personal development. And I heard something, I'm not sure who it was from, but it was along the lines of figure out who that person is, the person that is able or willing or worthy of achieving that goal, and gather as much evidence as you possibly can as for why you are that person. The reason this is so important is because you can have the perfect plan, the best steps, like everything can be perfectly lined up. But if you are not the person that is meant for it, or the person that can actually do those things or is deserving of those things, it doesn't mean anything. So I propose to you a new way of doing things, a new way of thinking. And it's that you should prioritize yourself and becoming the best, the best version of yourself that you can possibly be. The version of yourself that you know you can be. And focus on that more than you are focusing on that goal you have. Because I know you have a goal. You might not know what it is yet, but I know you have a goal. You think, you believe, you know that you are destined for something greater than what you've been told. You're not meant to just be an average person. You're not an average person. But you don't know what to do to convince yourself otherwise. You don't know what route you should take to let the world know, let yourself know that you are not an average person. You're above average. You're special. And I think a huge problem when it comes to achieving anything is imposter syndrome. Like, even when I'm making this video right now, however long this ends up being, because I'm just talking, there's a part of me that will believe that I'm not worthy, or my words, the words that I'm speaking, are not valuable enough for people to listen to them or to hear them or to read them. And I don't believe that as much anymore, but I did for a long time, and it kept me from doing all the things that I wanted to do. I love being creative. I love creating things. I love building things. And that is something I've loved to do for a long time. And that is something I will continue to do for the rest of my life, probably. But I always did it for myself. I never really did it for the validation of other people or even to help people. But now that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I want to do. That's what I feel. That's what I know my purpose is. And so I'm still in the process of allowing myself to deserve, or allowing myself to know that what I'm saying and what I'm doing is helpful to people, and people, will actually listen or will actually watch or read what I'm saying. And that is all, it all comes back to me becoming the version of myself that is doing that has already had a bunch of people listening and reading and, taking my words to heart. If you can think of the person that, like, in your head, that has achieved everything you want to achieve, has done everything you want to do, and you become that person, you almost don't even have to worry about how you're going to achieve that goal, because you're going to be that person that is already cut out for it. It's like that the how will take care of itself. All you have to figure out is the who and the why. I just see people so often like pick a goal or try to do something, and they get so focused and so tripped up on how they're actually going to achieve it. I mean, that is important because there has to be a how, right? With anything, there's a how. But it doesn't make sense to answer that question first when you don't know who and when you don't know why. You have to figure out why you're doing it, because if you don't know why you're doing it, then what else? You have to answer that question. If you're going to work a job, why are you going to work a job? Is it because you like that job, because you love that job, it's your passion, or is it just for the money? Like, you have to be thinking about that all the time. Because if your why, why you're doing something is not aligned with what you want, then you're never going to be fulfilled. You're always going to be doing things for a different reason other than it's because it's what you want to do. And it's because you know it's what you want to do. I couldn't even answer that question for the longest time. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what I wanted to do. And I didn't even know why I wanted to do it. No, I didn't make any sense. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what I wanted to do. And even if I did know what I kind of wanted to do, I didn't know why. But I always see people that are younger, especially people that are younger, that don't question the why behind their actions. They do things because they are told to do them, or that's just what they think people do. Or they're not actually doing things because they know it's what they want to do. They're just doing it just unconsciously. And a shift you have to make in your life is from living at the expenses of other people's opinions and other people's beliefs for what you should do, and living on your own terms and doing the things that you want to do and the things that you know you should do. Because this will hold people back forever. It sounds crazy, but people get so caught up and so worried about the opinions of other people, especially people that don't even care about them, that it holds them back from doing what they truly want to do and becoming the person that they need to be and the person they know they can be. It's so sad. It can, just something this insignificant can hold people back forever. So the main message I want to share today, I want you to focus more on becoming the person that you know you can be, the person that has already achieved the things you want to achieve, has already done the things you want to do. Focus more on becoming that person than you are on how you're going to achieve whatever goal it is, or even the goal itself. Keep it in the back of your mind, okay? But focus on building yourself up as much as you possibly can. Keep that version of yourself in your head at all times and live as though you are that person. Because if you can do that, if you can become the person that has everything you want and has done everything you want to do, you have no other option but to do everything you want to do and to have everything you want. You know what I'm saying? I just cannot emphasize how important it is to focus on this aspect of things, the personal aspect of things, more than you focus on the material side of things. Dive deep internally. Figure out who you are at this moment, where you are in your life, and where you want to go and who you want to be. Because until you can do that, that goal that you have or may not have, it doesn't mean as much as you think it will, because if you're not the person that can do it, you're not going to believe that you deserve it. Right? If you never become the person that is worthy of achieving all these things and doing all these things and having all of these things, then you will never have them. It's as simple as that. Think about that. if you never become the person that is worthy of having the things you want and doing the things that you want to do, you will never have those things and you'll never do those things. And I heard a quote again, so powerful. Learn to focus more on yourself than you do on your job. And that job, the word job can be replaced with goal or dream or whatever. Because if you can get yourself to a place, build yourself up to a level that is so high and is so elite that you just have no other option to achieve what you want to achieve and then do what you want to do, you can do anything you want. I just cannot stress this enough. Nobody told me this. I always thought that I had to go to college and I had to go get a job. I conditioned myself into believing that I was average when I knew deep down, I knew I was not. And once I started to understand that I needed to transform myself, I needed to elevate myself up to the levels that I know I could reach. That was when I began to really see how much potential I truly have and had and will have. So please do not worry about the opinions of other people, especially the people that might seem like they're close to you, your family, your friends. They're going to give you backlash. They might think you're a psycho. They might think you're crazy for wanting to do the things that you want to do. That's a good sign because you are challenging the norm. You're challenging the status quo. And ultimately, your parents might not know what's best for you. They probably don't. It sounds weird to say, but they were raised in a completely different generation than we were. Their standards, their expectations are completely different. They didn't have the opportunities that you and I have. So they might try and, put these limiting beliefs on you. Anybody in your near, your friends, family, whoever it is, you're going to have people throwing limiting beliefs right at your face, and you're going to have to flip, you have to get out of the way, or you can just fucking counter and shit. Yeah, don't counter, but all I'm saying is I need you. I want you to realize your potential. That's all I want. I want you to understand that you can do anything that you want. And that the person that you are deep down, the person that you think you can be, that is not there accidentally. Those desires you have, those dreams that you have are not there accidentally. They are there for a reason. And once you understand that, and once you begin to realize how powerful you truly are, you'll begin to bend reality like nothing you've ever seen. So that's all I have today. I kind of just wanted to riff on camera today. I just felt like it. So I hope this helped. I don't know, like or subscribe and stuff, I guess. But peace out.